Hi, I'm Sharon from Invitation, and you're colliding with Yale Magazine.
What's your first heavy metal memory?
I think heavy metal, well, depends on how you would determine. Well, metal, Deep Purple, my parents played it in the house, you know, Black Sabbath they played, and I grew up with that kind of music as a young child, so that was probably the first memories I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I read that you started singing when you were 14. Were you singing Deep Purple stuff like that, hard rock?
I was a bit younger. Actually, I started with my first band when I was 11 years old in school. But 14 was the first serious cover band I was in. I played songs like all kinds of things because we had a guitar player who was really into blues music, so a lot of Gary Moore songs, and Stevie Ray Vaughan. But also Van Halen and those kind of songs, but also Red Hot Chili Peppers, all kinds of, you know, we were playing things that were at that moment happening or bands that were happening at that time. Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan just would have been 60 years old recently.
Oh really? Wow! Congratulations.
So Hydra has been very well received by fans and critics. What surprised you the most about the release so far?
Of Hydra?
Yeah.
The thing was that we have, of course, a song with Exhibit on it, and before the album even came out, people got the word of it already that he was going to be on it. So people were like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? And so there were some people quite negative about it up front, but even one of the biggest metal magazines, he came to the listening session. He said like, I like the album, but I think this song is really crap. And he didn't understand the song, and then he saw him like 3 weeks later, and he had the album because he had to write a review for it, and he said, "This song, I have to confess, you know, like I said, it was the most crappy song on the album. It's my favorite now. Everybody's playing it in the office, and I'm so sorry I said that." He was like, "I don't mind. It's your opinion. Everybody has a different taste, you know, and it's, you know, we do what we like, and everybody can think whatever they want." But I was very pleased about it because I was really happy that he was very honest about his opinion first, but also afterwards that he changed his mind, and that was really the biggest compliment he could have given me.
Right.
And it was the same thing with a lot of fans who said in the beginning, I couldn't imagine you guys doing something with Exhibit, but now I've heard it and I really like the song. Like,
so what drew you to bring Exhibit on board?
It was more like we had this idea, like I also grew up with Aerosmith, for instance, and they did this song with Run DMC in the back in the days, and that was like mind blowing to a lot of people, and really getting two kind of genres really mixed up like that in such a beautiful way. And we felt like they're a very different band, and we are Aerosmith, of course, and we have this European sound, the orchestra and stuff, and very big and bombastic. It's different, so. But still, could we do this? You know, could we do this as well? Could we make also a very cool song without losing our own image and our own kind of feel to the music? And it worked out just fine, I think, because we are still who we are, and he does his thing, and it just somehow just really flows into each other and just works very well.
So Dangerous is one of my favorite songs on the album. It has Howard Jones on it. Was that written with him in mind?
No, afterwards, because we did the song reminded us of Killswitch Engage, and we felt like, okay, if it reminds us of this band, and of course he's not there anymore in that band, but we know that, also his way of singing would really fit on that song, and we felt like if it's so close to, you know, maybe we were inspired somehow by, you know, why not ask the guy, you know, like it's going to be so cool to have him on that. And we didn't know how it would work out, and it worked out just beyond expectations. So yeah, we're very happy. It's one of my favorites as well. It's so energetic, and yeah,
it's a perfect blend.
Yeah, but his voice is amazing.
Yeah, you have a background in fashion.
Yeah.
And do you continue to design the wardrobe for Within Temptation?
Well, I mostly do styling for the band, like to combine everything together. And sometimes I get external help because it's sometimes too difficult with the schedules that we have to arrange anything. And also because I have my family life, I want to spend more time to that as well. But I'm working with also a really good Dutch designer, Jan Boelo, and he has designed a lot of my stuff actually since the last album. Yeah. So.
And do you think you'd still be working in the fashion industry if this band? No.
No.
What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't in?
That's difficult to say. I can't imagine me anywhere else than in music actually, because this is actually my biggest passion. I like fashion, but somehow I couldn't find my way in it somehow because it didn't feel close enough. I was not willing to give everything for it like I am for music. So I think I'm in the right spot where I am where I should be.
I've seen you read quotes. You said that Within Temptation is not a goth band, and I've seen you on camera vehemently. Your facial expression is vehemently opposed to the suggestion. Is there something about goth metal that you don't like?
No, I'm not against goth metal, but you know, since we've been around, we've been around for a long time. We've been given so many different labels. It's very difficult to label us because we change with every album. With the first album that came out, Enter, we were called doom metal, and then we had, of course, Mother Earth, which was called, I think, fantasy metal or something. I don't know. But always names that we were like, who makes up these names, you know? It's like, because we're such a combination of so many things, and it's not just that. And then new metal became a new hype, the newest thing on the block, and then they started calling us gothic metal because I was wearing these dresses since day one. We have this epic sound and I have to have epic clothes. Very simple. And I never thought that so many, you know, other people would do it as well. And I didn't know there was a gothic scene actually wearing similar kind of things, you know, it's like, but really the gothic scene, not gothic metal, because in metal nobody was doing it at the time. And so when I started doing that, we became the band with the dress, how they call us. You know, the band with the dress, and then everybody knew Within Temptation, because then if they didn't know the name, because we have a difficult name to remember for a lot of people. So that was the thing, and the gothic thing, I was never into gothic that much. I like gothic, but not like that. It doesn't determine us what we are. I think it's just again such a. I think every band hates labels. I think that's what it really comes down to. I like gothic metal. I like gothic, and I like, you know, the bands coming from there, but it doesn't determine who we are as a band, because we like heavy metal just as much, and I like you know, rock music just as much as well, and I like symphonic metal. I like Iron Maiden, and I like Metallica, but you can't compare the two. It doesn't sound alike. And I like Black Sabbath. You know, it's like I like Nirvana, but you know, it doesn't mean that you're that. You know, so I think that's the biggest problem we had. I think, me personally, because the band said, you know, you can't say you're not gothic metal. Everybody thinks you're gothic metal. Yeah, but I don't feel it like that. So right. That was a bit. But you know, it is what it is. So I've embraced it now. So whatever you want to call us it that way. I don't mind anymore.